wanting a life of well-being does not make you weak. I don't know about you, but I started self-improvement because I wanted to actually enjoy my life, not trade misery. I do not want to be the depressed millionaire. And yet, that seems to be the direction that the majority of self improvement content is pointing towards these days. Becoming king of the rats rather than actually, not being a rat anymore. You'd think that wouldn't be that hard to understand, especially when you consider where most of us are coming from, where I came from. Before self improvement, I think something I said to my mother back then actually sums it up very, very well. I remember casually remarking to her that it would be a miracle if I made it to 50. I knew that I was destroying myself physically and mentally. I hated my life. I it's actually very painful to think about. Wow. Oh, well, like in theory, nothing was wrong back then. I was living a very, very comfortable life, a very so-called enjoyable one. But I was utterly miserable. I hated being alive then. No, it actually got very, very bad. Back then, I'm gonna have to use euphemistic language here because YouTube does not like a certain S word. But back then, I was considering aforementioned S word. In fact, I attempted multiple times. It's just a wonder for me that I seem to be very bad at it. Otherwise, I'd not be sitting here today. And it was proper self improvement that saved me from that. It was proper, correctly done self improvement that reignited my will to live, that reignited my love of life, that made me look forward to waking up each day, that made me smile again, that made me feel good and comfortable in my own skin again. Made me look forward to the future, made me happy with my own company, made me not want to go in the grave, and made me happier than I'd ever been before, and also made me go forward faster than I ever had before. Really turned my life around, changed everything. And then it just, then it stopped. Then I fell for the self improvement meme, as I'll call it, which is essentially just gym work repeat over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and absolutely nothing else. And not only did I get absolutely fuck all done with that approach, it made me the most miserable I've ever been. It, it is difficult to put into words the level of despair, the misery, the self hatred you feel in those kinds of scenarios. Because then you just, these things that should be making you happy to be alive again, that should be driving you forward with a new love of life. Now it's sapping it away instead. It is the soul crushing rat race, but self imposed. And you get nothing done. And it's only now, very recently, when I'm beginning to gradually start this proper self improvement again. And I'm beginning to undo the damage I did to myself with this period. No. What really happened was I lost track of the basics. I lost scope of the fundamentals. And then, of course, everything went crashing down. And I had a brief period of being all in on work and gym and all of that, and then crashing straight back into one of the deepest ruts I've ever been in. Took me over a year to claw myself out. And I don't wish that on you. However, do not misunderstand this video. This video is in no way, shape, or form an endorsement of hedonism. It is a call to proper, healthy self improvement. Spend time in nature, meditate, pray, Take a fucking walk. Take time out of your day to be grateful. Talk with your mother. Pet your cat. Take a little while to actually do the things that make you grateful and happy to be alive, rather than just banging your head on a keyboard all day, lifting for an hour, going to sleep, and then repeating. Ugh. But that's what literally every self improvement channel tells you to do nowadays. And if you don't do that, you are weak. Supposedly. Exactly like apparently insisting on getting a good night's sleep and not being a literal walking zombie also makes you weak. Supposedly. Despite the fact that sleep deprivation makes you worse at everything. Despite the fact that your mental health is the most important factor possible in your self improvement. Your mental health and self image. These are the two cornerstones that my entire channel revolves around. If these two things are not correct, then your efforts are absolutely worthless. They will never go anywhere. Never. Nothing will ever happen unless those two things are in check, and no one talks about them anymore. And you know what? I think I actually know why no one talks about them. It's not very profitable to actually give you the fucking solution. You make more money by just selling the medicine rather than selling the cure. Dulling symptoms instead of actually curing diseases. It's the medical industrial complex 101. Yeah, no, we don't actually want you to get better. We just want to treat you with overpriced medicine for ailments you could have easily avoided if you just lived better. And now that's the same mindset that's driving the self improvement industry, especially the influencer side of it. It's really, really sad. It used to not be like that. But that's why I'm here. That is my goal. I want to make healthy self improvement mainstream again. Or, well, not maybe not mainstream, but something that actually fucking exists. Maybe. And since you've listened to me ramble for nearly 14 minutes straight now, I think you agree with me. And therefore, I think you're going to join me on this journey. You're going to do wonderful. No sale today. Share this video with a friend if you want to. I really don't care. Just go out there. Actually, don't do that. Put your phone down, turn it off, and go outside. Please, do it. Go speak with your mother as well. She might die tomorrow. Please, just don't make yourself wish you were dead when you're already alive. Alright? Bye.